I know it's only been 3 days of the summer holidays and the kids are home, and I'm already in a dark place. Last night, my 10-year-old son comes up to me and says, Daddy, Daddy, I want cereal. I look at the clock and I say, it's nearly 11 p.m. You should be asleep, not eating breakfast. But then I thought, you know what? Whatever. Go. Have cereal. It's the holidays. Time is a social construct and all that. Just don't speak to me again until September. But then he comes back 2 minutes later, empty bowl in hand, looking betrayed. Daddy, Daddy, there's no milk. And I said, what do you mean there's no milk? I just bought milk earlier. How in the name of lactose have these kids inhaled an entire bottle of milk in under 6 hours? Are they drinking it or bathing in it? Anyway, I say, you know what? I'll go. I need to get out of the house anyway. I'll run to the Tesco's before it closes. And I did. I went. I got everything. Chocolate, bananas, sweet chili crisps, a novelty magazine that I'm never going to read. I got everything except milk. And then when I got back, my son corners me and says, Dad, where's the milk? And I panic and I say, there was none. His eyes narrow and he says, really? There wasn't any. I'm defensive now and I say, yes, what do you want from me? And he goes full detective mode and says, how about the truth? And I snapped. I stood up and I looked at him in the eyes and I said, you want the truth? You can't handle the truth. That's it. For reasons I can't explain, I went full Jack Nicholson mode in A Few Good Men and then shamelessly continued. Son, we live in a world that has fridges and those fridges have shelves. Who's going to check those shelves? You? I have a greater responsibility than you could ever possibly fathom. You sit there on your high cereal bowl asking for milk. You have that luxury. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't want to talk about at the breakfast table, you want me in that Tesco's. You need me in that Tesco's. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to someone who rises and pours cornflakes under the blanket of the very dairy I provide and then questions the manner in which I provide it. Did I forget the milk? You're damn right I did. He looks at me wide-eyed and then quietly says, so there was milk. Damn right there was milk. There was so much milk. There was whole milk, semi-skimmed milk, skimmed milk, oat milk, almond milk. Tesco had options. In fact, there was an actual cow walking up and down the dairy aisle, spraying people with its udders like a milk-based sprinkler system. It was a milk pool party in Tesco's. That's how much milk there was. The bottom line is I've been relieved of my command. My shopping privileges have been revoked.